I'm Tracy.
I'm Donna.
And we are Girls Gone Green. Coming to you live from the studio. Girls Gone Green. It's football season. Let's go, go, go. Cause it's Girls Gone Green.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's going to be such a great show.
I can't wait. It's always a great show with Girls Gone Green.
Stick around. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube.
Hey, what's up? How are you? We are Girls Gone Green. Oh, look at those Girls Gone Green. Put up your girls. Put up your girls. Get those girls up on screen. Hey now. Hey, Donna, I have a question. It's a new year, new you, 2023. How do we get these Girls Gone Green?
Oh, that's a great question. This is how you go to shop.spreadshirt.com/girls-gone-green/ and I swear it's like I say it all the time and I still cannot say it correctly. So what I'm going to do for everybody now is I will put it in the comments. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste because I know how to do that because I'm a guru, especially behind the computer. And I'm very excited. And here we go. It's coming to you guys live right now in the comments. All you have to do is copy and paste it, put it in your browser, and you choose whatever product it is that you'd like to have Girls Gone Green on. It could be a pillow, right? Like that.
It could be a pillow. It could be a sweatshirt. It could be a t-shirt. It could be a baseball cap. It could be an apron. It could be a towel.
It could be anything.
It could be a golf towel, Donna. It could be anything.
Could be a golf towel. I better golf a lot more this season. How about our James Lazarenza was early? He was early. No whistle on that. Hey, Jonathan McFadden.
What's up, Jonathan?
Excited.
All the way from Florida. Florida's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. What a day we've had. What a day. What a day. What a day. We're so glad to have. Malcolm's in the house. He's always early. I love that. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. That's right. This is the first show of 2023. Good evening.
Woo! Scuba Ray! Hey, Scuba Ray. We miss you. We haven't seen you in quite a while. Oh, my goodness.
He comments more. He's so good. He comments on Monday nights. He comments on Wednesday nights. He is now the fan to be reckoned with.
He is the number one.
Oh, look at this. Hello. I am Dr. Neves from my laptop.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Neves is in the house, and we are always so excited. Dr. Neves, we're going to need your expertise on the show today because we have some hot topics. We have some serious topics that we want to talk about. But before we get to these topics, I just want to say Happy New Year to all our green beaners out there. We are so excited that you are tuning into Girls Gone Green, and we appreciate you so much. Donna said it earlier, but I just want to reiterate. We'd love you to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell anybody you know who's interested in football or even not interested in football.
Tell anybody that'll listen.
Yeah, about Girls Gone Green. Exactly. Here's the deal. We are two comedians that love football, but we want to spread the word of how much fun the whole, environment is. Not just the game, but the fans and the snacks and the people that you meet that love football. And here's the best part of it. We will answer any question that you have about football. Because this is not a, show where we try to show how much we know about football. It's a show where we try to introduce you that people that may not know football that well. You can ask questions and we will answer. Donna raised her hand.
Sometimes I don't know about football. Wait, let me get my bell because here's the thing. Sometimes I have so many props over here. Don't know about football.
Look at me with my non-props.
Look at these.
Woo! Give it up for her green machine.
Because I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn. I love football, and I love all of it. The only thing I will say, we're not going to wait any longer because it's coming in and questions and stuff. We're not going to wait any longer for this. I think everything I love about football, except for what's been going on the past few days. And I will tell you what. Tracy and I were both on another podcast on Monday night, and we received like a bunch of different messages and texts from people. Like, did you see what's going on right now with the Bills Bengals game? And we immediately got off. We looked it up, and I have to just tell you, I have been so like just so many other people consumed with what has been going on with Damar Hamlin, number 3, 24 years old, and I just cannot imagine what his family is experiencing or going through. You know, he is the safety and he is the safety for the Bills, but you know, he is a native
Of Keysport,
Pittsburghian,
PA,
right?
right
And
outside of Pittsburgh. Yep, I know it
yeah,
well. Yeah. And
so
what's really sad, Donna, you were talking about this and you showed all that information is the fact that he was like so involved in the community. He had
yeah,
food drive for children. He was very active. Everyone on the team loved him. He
yeah.
loves him. Let's put it in the present
No,
tense.
they love him. They love him.
Yes,
And I mean, listen, no one who's going to speak ill of the ill. That would be terrible. But
right.
the amount of support that has come out with, you know, from the NFL and from other sports teams, including our own Eagles. I mean, this graphic, I bleed green as an Eagles fan, but we need to show support for the Bills Mafia as well right now. I mean, there are just so many different graphics that have come out and memes and different things like just showing support. It's amazing. Jets, Sauce Gardner put this tweet out. Father God, I pray that Damar Hamlin is okay and here with us. I also ask that he have a speedy recovery mentally and physically. God, in Jesus' name, amen. I'll tell you what, for such a dark time in the world where so many people post and they write, you know, that we're in this space where nobody believes in anything, there's no more faith. If you need to see like a sign of true faith, you
Yeah.
had to watch the coverage on that game. I mean, there were 6 minutes left in the first quarter when he suffered what looked like and what was a normal tackle against the Bengals.
Totally normal tackle.
Totally normal.
Totally normal tackle. Not anything, wasn't a hit where you're like, oh, you know, we've all seen those where you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, I hope this
How do they?
person gets up. How did they get up?
Yeah,
It's unbelievable the amount of force behind the hit. This was literally like the guy ran and he just tackled him like it was actually like a soft looking tackle. Wasn't, was like they just went down. Wasn't a big click hit.
yeah. And then he went down and he came up and then like within seconds, his whole body just went limp. It was hard to watch. It was hard to look at, but the team like rallied and built a wall around him to protect him from, the media, which I thought was amazing.
Yes.
Bill's head coach immediately asked for a prayer to be said. I mean, you saw Josh Allen's face and all the other players on the sidelines crying. It was very emotional to watch. And
Yeah,
if you watch it, the replay now, it's unbelievable.
it is unbelievable. It's unbelievable in so many ways. A, that it happened because it was such a fluke. It's such a fluke in so many ways
Yeah.
because it was there's so many different pundits talking about what actually happened. There's doctors
Yeah.
talking about what actually happened. Dr. Nieves, we have you on the line if you want to make any comments. But they were saying a couple of things that I've heard, and you're going to share what you've heard, is that, obviously when your heart is beating and it's in a certain rhythm, it's literally like a millisecond where if you get hit, it can throw your whole heart off, which is exactly what happened and send you into cardiac arrest. That's one of the theories that happened.
Yeah.
Second theory is that he had, an underlying disease or problem with his heart that he didn't know about that happens all the time with athletes. That happens in training camp when we lost one of the, yes, exactly, 48 hours. We're all shaken. It's crazy. It was definitely crazy because
shocking is what it is, because it was the first time in NFL history that there's ever been an ambulance on the field that they stopped the game. They the game was, they decided, we can't go forward with the game. And that's just,
that is unbelievable. If you think about the history of the NFL and how many horrible accidents there have been in the NFL where people have been paralyzed.
Yeah.
Where, remember Joe Theismann's leg, the bone of his thigh bone came out of his skin.
Yes.
Where people jump up and that there's really a bad situation. The games have never been canceled. They play on. I think what was so upsetting and so,
Jarring.
heartbreaking, jarring was the fact that they had to perform CPR
Yeah.
on the field.
Yeah.
And that's just like when you see that actually happening, obviously as a player, it gets into your head of like, oh my God, this could happen to anyone at any time. But
Yeah.
this is in any sport. Now, football is a totally violent sport. And, I played in the WNFL, which was full contact, full gear. And I'll tell you, there were a couple of times where I got my bell rung, where I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what happened. There was one, I was on special teams for the one play, and I was running full speed down the field, full speed, like a full sprint. This girl came out of nowhere from the side, hit me, and I literally did a helicopter in the air. Like she hit me from the side, and I felt myself like, in the air and just landed. And it felt like I'll never forget it because it felt like being in a car accident. I could just see like the ground, things tumbling and just noises. And then I just laid there and I was like, I don't know what just happened, but I feel like I got hit by a car. I don't know what just
Yeah.
happened. And that's not a 300-pound person with major speed coming at you. That's a woman, right? So
Yeah.
I can't even imagine getting hit by a 275-pound lineman with like incredible speed. That's
And
like
the
getting
helmet
hit
went
by a
into his
train.
chest. I mean, and it was not
And
like
what?
the helmet is what went into his chest. If you watch that play, you did see that. I'm sure you saw it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're talking about it is like a bumper of a car going into someone, right? But they say it's the perfect storm where it was right here. This is perfect timing. Thank you so much, Dr. Neal. It was a precise moment of the tackle to the thin sternum chest wall, stunned the heart at the exact point of depolarization, sending the patient into instantaneous ventricular fibrillation. And that is what they're saying happened. It was at that very moment. I saw like a video where they showed the graph of like, when the heart beats
Yes.
and resets and and it's in that very moment that it happens. And I was talking to somebody today and they actually said there's a move in martial arts where they call it like poke, 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 punch or something like that. If anybody knows what that is or can clarify that, please like write in. But it's like something they do to actually knock an opponent out.
That's
And
horrifying.
it is horrifying. So they're also saying yes, it was cardiac arrest, and
but it had to be like what I'm saying is it's so. I mean, it's like a split second that you'd have to time it right. Obviously,
exactly
no one would ever time that like that.
right.
But I wonder, Dr. Nieves, do you feel that there was an underlying condition, or it just could happen to anyone? Would you have to have something abnormal within your heart, or that just could happen? I guess it could happen to
I think
anyone
it
because
can happen to anyone.
happens to baseball players when they get hit in the chest with it. Anyone getting a blunt force trauma to your
Right.
chest. People die in car accidents. That's exactly what they die from.
Yeah.
Remember, like Sam Kinison, when he got hit, he got out of the car, got out, walked around, sat down on the curb, and then went back. Just same exact scenario, because his chest hit the steering wheel,
Mhm.
and you think you're okay, and then you're not.
And then you're
Well, I'm just praying that he's okay.
Yeah.
What's the latest update that you've heard?
So the latest I heard, I know that his breathing function was improving, and he was on less oxygen. But the concern really is the amount of the lack of oxygen to his brain for as long as it was, because that's going to be the problem. And then, of course, then you sit there and you say, God willing, he's okay. But then it's like, does he go back to the NFL? I doubt he's ever
No,
play again.
he's not going to.
No, I'm just saying, like, can
Yeah.
you imagine that you were a young person? I was watching an interview with the coach from the
No.
you could tell me the name from the Steelers. I'm not that. We all know.
Mike Tomlin.
Thank you. I have no shame in saying I can't remember all the names and stuff, but I was watching an interview and he was saying he's known him since he's like 12 years old, and that he's had the pleasure of watching him grow up and living his dream and becoming a part of the NFL. So for the past 12 years, Mike Tomlin's watched him, follow his dream, like he stayed local because of his younger brother. His younger brother was watching this happen on the field. I mean, imagine that. You're going to take care of your family and to be a leader in your community. And I'm going to tell you something right now. That's incredible, Malcolm, because the last image I have that I wanted to post is that, prior to this game, and I'm going to take that, let me just take this comment down. Sorry. Damar Hamlin ran a GoFundMe for his local toy drive with a goal of $2,500. And as of earlier today, it was $4 million from fans and NFL teams. And now, as it was just reported by Malcolm Harper, he's got over $6 million.
That's
and it
amazing.
is exactly that, humanity at its finest. I mean, when we sit there so often and we hear all these negative things that come out of, the NFL and all of the, people having their own issues with wanting to not watch, there is good. There is good. I've been
Well,
affirmed.
there's total good. Here's the thing that we have to really get our heads wrapped around. Okay. Football is a game that we love, that the people who play it love. It's
Yes,
not, we have to be realistic. Any sport that you play at any time, you can get hurt.
yes.
You can get paralyzed. You could get killed playing any sport. So I really, really would like to keep that in mind of like, yes, football is much more violent than a lot of other sports. But if you remember, if you watch ice hockey,
I
ice hockey is brutal. And do you remember? I don't know if there was a goalie who was going to
oh
make
the
a save,
state.
and his carotid artery was severed.
Yeah,
And if he wasn't at the end of the rink that he would have died instantly on the ice. He would have bled out on the ice. But there happened to be someone there who was a military trauma doctor who had seen this kind of injury and was able to stop bleeding, which is like,
a
I don't
miracle.
know how.
It's a
A
miracle.
miracle. You severed a vein in your neck. He should have bled out right on the ice.
Yeah.
But my point is, I don't think it's the NFL's fault that it's a fluke. This is like a fluke thing. This is like when somebody gets hit the wrong way and they get paralyzed. In car racing, this is like Dale Earnhardt goes into the wall, breaks his neck, and that's the end of that. Yes, docs are worried about blood oxygen and the brain function now. Yes,
Yeah.
but inherently when you take this job that you are signing up for a dangerous sport. They call it gladiators, like just like when you go skydiving or when you pilot your own plane, there is a chance that things could go awry. But here's the thing. These people are living their dream. Do you know how many people would give anything to be in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
So I think we should really honor this guy is living his dream.
Listen, absolutely.
And we hope that I know I'm like hope again. I I am praying like everyone else that he fully recovers. I don't know anything. I can't imagine that he would play again just based on the fact that if you have that trauma to your heart, I don't know. But yeah, it's such a horrible position because
his
20
family, the family friend that's been really doing, I don't know if you were watching like on ESPN, they were reporting it's a family friend of his, and I can't think of his name, and I can look it up. And, I don't have the ability to.
it doesn't matter. Go ahead,
I'm
tell us.
just saying I don't like to put stuff up that's like video because I really can't, and I don't want us to be like blocked for like using
Yes.
information that we're not supposed to be using.
Totally.
I know like his uncle was, has been interviewed several times, but it's a family friend that is like close friends with Damar. And he's been interviewed a bunch of times. And one of the things that he said was that Damar, this is like not unlike him. Like he is actually known as, a really good guy, and he's like an upstanding citizen, and he's been a role model for so many people for so long. And what his friend said that was very touching was, this is just going to be the next thing that will inspire people in his story. So
Right.
He is truly believing that, there's going to be a full recovery. I mean, God willing. And yeah, exactly. Let's just hope that he was recovered fast enough to save his brain function, because at the end of it, that's really what's important. There's another quote. I'm going to take this comment down. I'm trying to keep myself going here. Kenny Pickett on Damar Hamlin said, "I think football creates bonds like no other sport. He's like family to me. He's an unbelievable person, does so much for the community. A guy from Pittsburgh, could have gone anywhere. He wanted to stay home, and we had a great run together." And there's so many people that have been saying that, like, people have been quoted saying that he was so concerned about staying home, especially for his younger brother, staying local. So, I mean, it's just pretty amazing. I mean, we know the Bills right now are number one in their division.
Yep.
We don't know if they're going to call it a tie or what. I don't
Yeah.
know what the latest is going to happen with the Bengals and the Bills, but right now it is a true testament to the humanity of the sport, and to say that, you know what, right now, doesn't
None
matter.
of that matters. None of that matters.
None of it
And
matters.
you know what's great? All the teams are saying it. All the players are
Yeah.
saying the same thing.
Everybody's got this image up on Twitter.
Yes.
This is like covering everyone, every person
Yes.
in the NFL, every team in the NFL has this up as their photo. And it's just, I mean, he's just a kid.
Yeah, 24 years old, second year in the league, second year. I don't know if it's second year in the league or second year of the Bills. I'm not
Second year of
really.
the Bills, I believe.
Yeah, and he's
Pittsburgh.
plays safety, and he's an amazing
Mhm.
teammate. They love him. You know, it's the beginning of someone's career, and what I think people have to do, and the NFL has to do, is rally around him, not only now, but however it turns out. I mean,
Yeah.
there's been so many times where they really do, rally around. And you and I remember doing that fundraiser for Eric.
Yes.
We did a fundraiser for a football player that was injured. He was paralyzed from the neck down.
Mhm.
At a Rutgers, he played for Rutgers, and during a Rutgers football game, and I want to say Eric Lagrange.
Yeah. No, Legrand.
Legrand. Okay,
Yeah.
Legrand. Eric Legrand, and he has become such an inspiration to so many people. And the great part about it is the community has rallied around him for years. This happened a very long time. Okay, so James, you know Eric Legrand. We met him. We did a
What a
comedy
story.
fundraiser for him. The nicest, most upbeat, inspiring, incredible man. I was so inspired. I was like, listen, you think you have problems? You better stop and appreciate everything you have. This person's paralyzed from the neck down, was an incredible football player, headed towards the NFL, career ended. Not only his career ended, he's paralyzed. It's
Yeah.
like your whole life is totally changed
Yep.
not in a great way. And he's managed to stay upbeat and inspiring and inspired other people. He inspires other people to this day.
Yeah.
And other people that have been injured, paralyzed,
Well, so that's what they're talking about right now. They're saying that perhaps that will be the road that, Damar Hamlin's going to take. In God willing, he will recover. And if he cannot play football, that he can inspire other football players, other young people. Or, I mean, think about it. There are other people that are going to have other injuries that are not even as great as his, that will prevent them from playing. And I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah. October 16th, 2010 was Eric's injury date. And we did that show. I think that was 2018. No, 2019.
2019. Yeah.
2019, we did that show.
9 years later, and he's still going strong.
Yep.
He was in great spirits.
Yep.
He's just so inspirational. And we had great turnout of the community. The Rutgers community is
so many people
still rallies behind him, and it's just so great to see. And I know the NFL will do that as well. And just the response that everyone's been giving is incredible. But we could say collectively, let's just keep praying for him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm praying that he makes a full recovery.
Yeah, Ray said Miles Sanders is a friend with Damar Hamlin. They both played together at the University of Pittsburgh, and they also have a football camp they run together. He does so much.
He does so much for the community that he's so involved with. Pittsburgh, I'm sure everyone in Pittsburgh is praying for him. And, all that mojo matters, guys. All that good energy matters to meld our two podcasts together. But please send your love and healing mojo that way. Yep.
And,
so
the statement that was released by his family, if you don't mind me just putting this up.
Yeah.
Is, on behalf of our family, we want to express our sincere gratitude for the love and support shown to Damar during this challenging time. We are deeply moved by the prayers, kind words, and donations from fans around the country. We also want to acknowledge the dedicated first responders and healthcare professionals at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center who have provided exceptional care to Damar. We feel so blessed to be part of the Buffalo Bills organization and have their support. We also want to thank Coach Taylor, and the Bengals for everything they've done. Your generosity and compassion mean the world to us. Please keep Damar in your prayers. We will release updates as soon as we have them. Thank you. And that is from the Hamlin family. I watched a brief interview with Coach Taylor, and he was saying that he, when it happened, there were reports that there was going to be a 5-minute, whatever, like regroup, and that the game was going to go on. And then there's some people saying that wasn't really true, and it was just the announcers saying it because they didn't know what else to say.
Sure.
And I mean, what else are you going to say? I mean, if you watch the rest of that night on NFL, like where the game was on,
yes,
there were the interviews that were going on were filling time. It was like the wildest thing ever, because who would ever expect that you'd have to like cut a game short like that?
Of course.
But one of the things that impacted me was he said, and again, what is the coach for the Bills? Who is the coach for the Bills?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I thought because I can't remember names.
Yeah, no worries.
Anyway, whoever it was, he said,
we just said his name, but go ahead. I can't think of it. Remember. A lot going on today.
He came over and he said, listen, I have to go to the hospital. I need to go be with my player.
Of course.
Go be with, Hamlet. And he was like, and that was the right thing to do. And there was no questioning it. And they just were like, that's it. The game's over. We're going to end the game.
I think it's great that they did that. I really do think it's great that they did that. Again, think about psychologically. You're watching someone have CPR performed. That's traumatic, no matter what scenario you're in. Even if you are walking down the street and someone drops and someone next to you is like, holy crap, they're having a heart attack, help, and someone's performing CPR.
Yeah.
Sean McDermott, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That it's traumatic to see that. All those young men are watching that, thinking to themselves,
yep.
Oh my God, that could be any one of us. Any one of us.
It could be any one of us. I mean, you talk about, like you were saying before, about how violent the sports are and whatever. I was having a conversation with a mother today, and her son plays lacrosse, and they don't even wear the pants. Like they have.
Well, they do. They now wear.
Yes.
They now wear chest plates,
so,
which is so important.
She said that they were watching the game together, and her son's face was like pale, and she's like, "Now do you recognize why you have to wear a chest plate?"
Yeah.
Because everybody in sports, when you play a sport, I mean, I didn't really, I bowled. I mean, like I played golf. I did shot put and discus. I didn't do any contact sports.
Right.
So I don't know. Kudos to you, Tracy, for doing that,
Yes.
But when you're really so into the sport, you're not thinking about the injury. You're thinking about the win. You're thinking about, the gratification. It's amazing. So,
which is great, because here's the key. You cannot think about getting hurt, or you will get hurt. The minute that's like, to any young people that are watching, it's so important that you hear this, because we know this firsthand.
Yeah.
You cannot go into a sport being afraid of getting hurt, because that's when you will get hurt.
Yeah.
First of all, you can't do that to your brain, and you can't do that to your body, because you just have to go full in. And this was a total fluke, and it sucks. There's no two ways about it. It sucks, and it's horrible, and it's scary. But kudos again to the NFL and to the different equipment makers that are looking into everything that every year, if you notice, Donna, the NFL helmets change. They change, and the pads change, and they're doing all kinds of research. And unfortunately, things like this happen. And it's a total fluke, and it sucks.
Yeah.
So our prayers are with Damar, and we'll keep you updated when we know anything.
Definitely.
Oh God. Well, to change gears a little bit, but not that much, let's talk about your Jets.
Well, you know what I think we're going to do first, because I hear that our chef is benched this evening due to illness. So I think what we do is get a 3-way conversation going.
Okay.
Because honestly, I don't really have much to say about the Jets.
Well, you got to talk about them. They just got eliminated, so we've got to talk about that.
I know. I had to talk.
You got to talk about them. They're your team. We can't ignore them.
You know what? Let me just explain something to you. I think we have room here to have one more,
opinion.
Opinion. Well, looky who's here.
Oh, Christina J. Kimes is in the house. Woo!
Flashback.
We've missed you
here. Welcome back.
We've missed you.
It's a week, and I'll tell you what, we have had one hell of a season. And it's Girls Gone Green, and we have a friend of ours that is a definite lifetime blue machiner. And quite honestly, it is halftime rant time, because we don't have snack time. I love that coming in. Yes. And yes, kudos to the ESPN reporters for their professionalism the entire night.
Yes.
Thank you, Malcolm, for saying that. Malcolm, I need your help with the Jets. Actually, all right, before we bring her out, is that what you want to do? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I think we should acknowledge it because this is the time of the season where teams are getting knocked out. This is the
I've got the newspaper with me tonight.
Woo!
You know what?
Go ahead, talk about it.
Didn't take enough notes. Yes, that had to be very difficult on them to try to go on. It had to be,
of course. And again, here's the thing: we have to give the kudos to the people who deserve it the most. Those first responders are unbelievable. Calm, cool, knowledgeable under pressure. They got in there. They did the job. They are the reason he's still alive. And we need to acknowledge that and just say, like, thank God they were there. Thank God they were there. And yes, everyone, it was so tough on everyone, but especially, obviously there's announcers. That's why they get paid the big bucks. You got to keep it going and keep everybody's mind off of what's happening on the field. And they did a great job of that when in a really, really tough situation.
James.
How 19th century of you, Donna. I love it. I agree.
I'm going to say something right now because I took myself out for a little sadness lunch. I was looking for grilled cheese. And I'm going to tell you something. There was so much traffic on Monday.
A little sadness lunch? Is that what you said?
Yeah, a little sadness lunch.
What's a sadness lunch? You're in a
my team is out of the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
So I was sad, and I said, I'm taking myself to lunch.
Got it.
I wanted grilled cheese, but everyone was off on Monday. So I couldn't even get into a diner. So to tell you.
Off on Monday? You've been searching for grilled cheese since Monday?
Yeah. And I had one today, and it was like, okay, but I'm saying to you.
Was it a green grilled cheese?
I went out Monday and brought myself out to lunch. And I was going to buy a vacuum at Costco. And I live very close to the stadium. That's all I'm going to tell you for a location. No one needs to find me. It's near the stadium. And the traffic was insane. You know where it was empty? Pizzeria Uno. You know why it was empty?
Because it's Pizzeria Uno.
And I had fish and chips.
No, wait a minute. Tweet timeout. Did you just say you went to Pizzeria Uno for fish and chips?
I didn't go there for fish and chips. I went there for, I don't know, a big pretzel, and they didn't have it. So
you went to Pizzeria Uno and ordered fish and chips?
Yes. So this is why. Because Panera doesn't have beer. So I was like, I'm going to go have a beer and I'm going to have
fish and chips at Pizzeria Uno. I can't even imagine.
It was really not good.
They probably got fish out of the Hudson River. I mean, where are they getting fish?
I am one of the people that likes to eat the coleslaw when I go to places. And I will tell you this, that coleslaw was rank. I couldn't even.
What the funk is right, James? Yeah, exactly. What the funk?
Yes.
What the funk? Okay. Yes.
So this newspaper was on the bar in a full entirety.
And you know where that newspaper was before it was on the bar? In the bathroom with some old man who was sitting at the bar and said, I got to do what I got to do. I'm taking the paper in with me. You know that, right?
That's disgusting. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Anyway, let's talk about it. Let's talk about your Jets, Jets. What happened? What's happening?
Again, we depended on a kicker to score all of our points. I swear to God, I don't know what is going on, but it is terrible.
Yeah, and your offensive coordinator, I feel like he's gonna
down and drought, kids. Down and drought is the headline. I am just like, whatever. So,
how are you feeling about Mike White?
Well, he was supposed to save our team.
Yeah.
And you know what?
What?
No white privilege this week, kids. There is nothing because it was unbelievable. And you know what was funny? You watched Wilson on the sideline with his hat and his thing like a Ken doll. His cheeks are rosier than me after a full facial and like a skin peel. I was like, what is happening? And Mike White,
he's like a little elf up there.
He is elf on the shelf. He is. Except for, you know what?
Elf on himself. What?
Yeah, exactly. He should help himself. So,
Yeah.
so this is
Help yourself.
the worst 12th straight year. All right. Today, I love this. I love this so much. Did I not bring this up? Sons of a biscuit. I didn't put it up. I have it on my phone. It was one of the funniest things. I'm going to share it with you guys right now. And
okay, well, how are you feeling? Why are you sharing that while you're looking?
Wait,
I want to know what.
I got it.
You got it already? Go ahead.
Girl, I'm quick. You see this? It's a tweet from the Gotham City crew that we follow, who I love. Woody Johnson and the New York Jets should reconsider the ticket price increase next year and actually lower them. This will be the 12th year of no playoffs. And it's true. It's
Agreed.
Like, what the heck? We should get at least a discount. I mean, even Geico saves you money.
Double check discount.
Double check. Discount is what we need.
You need to double check the numbers.
I just want to say, wait, what happened to the volume? What happened to the volume, Jeannie?
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Dance,
yes,
dance.
I am saucy tonight. What's up, Mom?
Hey, we love you. And listen, I'm thinking about you. And I know, unfortunately, Jeannie lost her father recently, which totally sucks. She has a huge family. So what an incredible legacy that her father has left. He was a great guy, and she has him in the picture there. If you see the picture that you put up, which is he's adorable. And we're thinking of you, Jeannie. We love you. Sending so much love your way. And I'm so happy that you had all the time you did with your dad, and that he created such an incredibly beautiful family. She has so many siblings, so many nieces and nephews, huge, huge family. And it's all because, of her mom and dad. So what a great legacy to leave. No, but I'm saying they have 14 kids. 14. Even Donna's speechless with 14.
So because that, nope. No.
What do you mean? It's an incredible legacy.
14 kids, that's a lot of kids.
That's an incredible legacy. That's like you are what?
Any twins, multiple births? Is it all single children?
Single children.
Holy cowabunga. That's a lot of kids.
But the point is, we know how much you love your dad, and he was so well loved. And, within the community, he was, really well loved.
He should have been a football coach.
What?
He looks like he could have been a football coach.
He's adorable, isn't he? Look how much he looks just like him. It's so cute. He's adorable. I remember him from when I played soccer with her, and like an awesome family. And she's amazing. You'd love her. We have to get her on the show.
I know we do.
Yeah, she's got to talk about her.
We have people requesting, being on the show, and all of a sudden, Christina J. Kime shows up after weeks of not being here, wanting to be on. You know the rules. The NFL is trying to figure out what to do about the weekend wildcard weekend. Yes,
you are right, Christina J. Kimes. You are absolutely right.
All right.
Okay.
We need a veteran quarterback along with an offensive line and defense. We need a whole new team. We need an overhaul.
Yeah. Did you hear who they're talking about? They're talking about a couple people for the
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady and Gardner Minshew, who is the backup currently for the EAGLES Eagles. They were bandying his name around. My Eagles, Min shit the bed last week. Terrible Minshew backup is a bad plan versus New Orleans. Now, let's talk about this. Gardner Minshew was actually good against the Cowboys. He held us in there. We didn't lose too badly. Against the Saints.
Didn't the Cowboys have a backup quarterback in for that game?
No.
Oh, they did?
Dak Prescott in.
Okay.
We had the backup quarterback in for that game.
I know, but they did too. Sorry.
No, they did not. But he looked horrible against the Saints. He looked like a high school quarterback. He was overthrowing. He was throwing to no one. It was bad, and I don't know what happened. He's a very competent backup quarterback, and he did not look like a competent quarterback against the Saints. So now, Donna, I don't know if you know this, but if we don't win against the Giants this week, we lose our first seed. We lose the bye.
Okay. We have to bring her out now, just based on that comment alone. Yeah. She's in the green room, and I can see her in the green room. And
give her her video. Give her her video. Her proper intro.
Let's welcome her to the show.
You ready? You got me running. You got me running. Got me running.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Raise your hands up. Raise them up.
I'm raising my hands
Hello,
up.
everyone.
What's up, Lisa Galliano? Nice to see you here.
Hello.
Oh, Christopher Quigley says he's sorry he's missing. He's on the GL.
You better, Chef Q.
We miss you.
We miss you.
Good, you're back. Happy New Year to you. And she's back with her volume fixed. Great. We love you. Thank you for fixing that. Daria. I was
Tracy.
just saying, I don't know if you heard, but there's a big game next week.
Massive game. Massive game.
Woo! Look at Donna. She's betting 23 on that.
But
23 black. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Daria. Let me hear what you have to say about next or this Sunday.
this Sunday. Big game, you know. It doesn't matter to us. I mean, we got right in. Our wonderful quarterback, Danny Dimes, 2 touchdowns. Very, very happy this weekend. And all of a sudden, I'm watching the Eagle game, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yep.
And like you said, this Minshew, he's overthrowing. He's doing everything wrong. I went, oh, my God. They're going to come in, and they're going to want to kill us. It's like, what do we do? Hello. It's like, what do we, like Coach Brian,
Wait
he's
a
like,
minute. I gotta stop you. Wait,
Daria.
Daria. That person that just put out that comment, that was Dr. Nieves. You said you
Oh,
hope
hi, Dr. Nieves. I didn't know he changed his name.
Yeah, he said it earlier. He said that he was on his laptop tonight.
Oh, he's on his laptop. And all of a sudden, you want to rest your guys because, we have a big game when the playoffs. And now it's like, what do? Do we start our starters?
No.
Because we don't want to be embarrassed?
No, it's not a pride thing now.
Now is Jalen Hurts going to play Sunday?
They say he is, but I can't believe that he's going to. Why would you?
Why?
Look, don't worry about it. We're in the playoffs no matter what. It's whether we get the bye or not. And I know it's obviously always advantageous to have that bye because you get
the bye.
You know what it is? How can the Cowboys get that bye? How can that possibly happen? Any other team, I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
it's the Cowboys.
Exactly. Well, we have to win. So you guys have to just roll over for us. I think they're going to, because I think you are not going to play your starters.
I don't think we're playing our starters. No, nope.
I wouldn't if I was coaching.
I don't think you're going to see Saquon. If you see Danny Dimes, maybe you'll see him a little bit, and that's it.
Yeah. You can't take the chance of anybody getting hurt.
You can't. Because you don't want anybody getting hurt. Absolutely not.
And I think
we're finally healthy.
Yeah, you're in the playoffs. Congratulations.
We're in the playoffs. I'm so excited. It's so exciting.
It is very exciting. And I hope that we don't play Jalen. I hope that you let him rest.
Yeah. You got to let him rest because oh, excuse me.
She's coughing. I'm sneezing.
Between the two of you, it's like an ER over here. Up in here.
Lisa covered.
You know what it is? It's like we're saying, it's turning out to be a massive game for the Eagles, not for us.
Right, which is mind-blowing.
Which is it's unbelievable that we're going to play the Eagles and it doesn't matter if we win or lose.
I know.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy.
You guys want to go to Reds 10 a.m. for a
Hey!
We definitely should be watching the game somewhere. I don't know.
We should.
Yeah, we should figure it out.
Now they moved it to 4 o'clock. I just saw it's 4 o'clock now.
Okay, 4 o'clock.
It went from 1 to 4, and I guarantee it's going to go to 8. I guarantee they're going to.
Where is the game? At MetLife?
The link.
Oh, it is.
It's at the link. It's at your house.
Wow.
It's at your house.
Giants at Philadelphia, says Dr. Nieves.
Woo!
Yes, it's at your house. Not here.
Football Sunday. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, but they will probably knock. I don't know if they'll knock it to the 8 o'clock game because
it's you know why I think the only reason they would knock it to 8 o'clock is because Eagles win the bye. They're number one. They go. Eagles lose. It's like, ugh.
Does Dallas automatically get the bye if we lose?
If it's funny because Donna asked Chef a question in our chat about if they end up tying, who the tie goes to, and I think he said the tie goes to Dallas. If I'm not mistaken.
Scuba Ray, are you going to be there
right now at the link?
Scuba
Let
Ray,
me see.
be there. We need
Is Scuba Ray going to the link?
Probably. You got to do a little man on the street if you're going to be there, Scuba Ray. You've got to find out what the heck is going on. I know people here in Philadelphia, there's mixed feelings, mixed reviews. People are like, put Jalen in. But I'm like, listen, why not put him in? We've locked it up. We're in the playoffs. We need him for the playoffs. Let's just keep him healthy and let's take our chance with Mr. Minshew.
Right.
Yeah. My Jets 7-9 are going to be at Dolphins, and they're 8-8, and that's going to be.
Are the Falcons on the? Are they on the bubble or they're gone too?
They're gone, I believe. Here are the teams that they have rankings on ESPN of the teams, top teams left that people feel are going to be in the Super Bowl. And when I say people, not random people, these are the pundits talking, and they say these are the top 9 teams left that are vying for the Super Bowl. Number 1, the Bills. 2, Bengals. 3, San Fran. 4, Eagles. The Chiefs. Dallas, Chargers, Packers, Vikings. They're the teams that they're saying are the most viable. But as we all know, wild card teams sneak in and can win the Super Bowl.
That's how we won the Super Bowl last time we won. We came in as we were the low wild card.
Yep.
The last team in, and we went right to the top.
Same with our Eagles. Remember, we were there. Wild card team beat the Vikings, got in. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I don't count any teams out. It's the NFL. Everyone's amazing. They can pull it out. Yeah, the Jets are out. But you know who else got eliminated, Donna? This will make you feel better. You ready? The lowly Washington Commanders. But let me tell you why it's so amazing. Because Carson Wentz, they put him back in, and he threw 3 interceptions.
Yep.
And the crowd was chanting Heineke. They wanted the backup back in.
So the Eagles win. Dallas gets the conference.
Who's playing? Dallas is playing who? Let's look.
Wait, put that comment up again. Can you say that if the Eagles lose and the Cowgirls win, Dallas gets the conference? Ouch. Okay.
That is so scary.
That's scary.
For all of this. And watch out for those Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, they're coming alive.
And wait a minute. The Cowboys are playing the Commanders.
Oh, God.
In Washington. Cowboys, Commanders, Washington.
That's a win.
25.
You know what? You don't know that for sure. Listen, I know that sounds crazy, but the Commanders, if you think about it, they have nothing on the line.
Yeah, and they beat us, so they could do it. They beat us, and they were the first team to beat us and send us into that shame spiral that we were on right now.
Exactly.
Now I just looked at the time. The Giants are playing, and the Eagles are playing the same time as Dallas and the Commanders. Oh. So we have to go somewhere where there's 2 televisions.
Yes,
we need 2 televisions.
Wow. Okay. Now wait. Put that comment up again. I want to read that last. Eagles must win this game, or they lose the division and become a 5th seed and need to play on the road over and over, which is a nightmare. I mean, that's the thing. That's what's so amazing about the NFL. It's all timing too, because if you peak too soon, just like people that peak in high school, and you're like, it's over, Johnny. If you peak too soon,
Johnny,
you can lose out. Where you got to ride the wave and make it all the way, not just have a great season in the beginning and then.
Well, Jalen Hurts doesn't get hurt. That's it. Yeah. I mean, Eagles dominate straight through. Jalen Hurts, week 12, 13. What week did he get hurt?
It's week 18. Yeah, now
what week did Jalen Hurts get hurt?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm backtracking because
I think it was 4 weeks ago. Because
we didn't 3 weeks 4 games. No,
3 weeks ago. So
week 14, he got hurt.
Yeah,
which is bad timing. When you're right, like you said, you're riding the wave. Number 1 quarterback goes down in week 14. It's tough. And then you saw his backup. Oh, that was
Mr. Minshew, right? Did not do a great job.
Who wants him? Which I also read is the Jets are interested.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. We were saying,
you think they're going to fire the head coach of the Jets? You think
no?
He's
But
gone?
I think they're going to fire your offensive coordinator.
I hope so. I don't know why they didn't get rid of him already, or they didn't get somebody else in there.
Yeah. Hey, I want to bring up something that has nothing to do with anything that I want you to you to weigh in. It does have stuff to do with college football. Did you guys happen to see those playoff games? They were
Oh my! New
insane.
Year's Eve. Did you see New Year's Eve?
I didn't see New Year's Eve, but I know that the final two teams, ladies and gentlemen, are the
Georgia?
last year's champions, Georgia Bulldogs,
Yep.
and TCU, which
Yes.
hasn't been in a playoff game
Yep.
in like 100 years.
Yep. I was just talking about this today with a client at work. TCU, of all things, no Aggies.
No Aggie, no nobody. TCU.
The
Yeah.
Horned Frogs, and that's who I'm hoping. They only have
That's right.
10,000 students total. It's a small school. It's so exciting for them that they are in this national championship against Georgia,
Yeah.
a powerhouse. And I'm rooting for the Horned Frogs all the way.
Georgia won at the stroke of midnight.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Because we had the game on at the party I went to.
Right.
And we're watching the game, and it went wide right at like the stroke of midnight.
That's cool.
And the other television had the ball dropping exact same time. Exact same.
Balls were everywhere, is what she said.
That was quick. That game was like 54, 40 something. It was a
It was
ridiculous score.
42-41. 42-41.
Okay, that was 42
Won by 1
41,
point.
and the other game was 54. So it was in the 50s. That other game.
Yeah. So it's unbelievable. It's going to be great. When is the national champ? When is their championship?
I think it's next Monday, if I'm not mistaken. It's
Why
next
would they do
Monday.
it on a Monday?
They always put it for some reason. They
Why
always
would they
put
do
it on a Monday.
That makes no sense to me.
It always is. It's like really strange.
Yeah, that's really strange. Why
Very,
not have
very
it
strange.
on a Saturday so everybody can enjoy it and have parties? But I want to get your prediction.
Monday, January 9th is the national championship.
January 9th.
Yep.
Okay,
Next
so
Monday.
who are you rooting for? Georgia Bulldogs or the TCU Horned Frogs?
Go Dogs!
Really?
Ooh,
I'm gonna go.
You know what? I'm a Georgia fan. I've loved Georgia, so I'm a Georgia fan. So
Okay.
who thought TCU was going to be there? Who thought?
TCU's been brutally great all year. I was so excited. They've been awesome. They were undefeated. I think they lost one, but Georgia's undefeated.
4:30 on Monday.
4:30 on a Monday.
No, it can't be. They must be playing on the West Coast. Where are they playing?
It says Monday, January 9th at 4:30 p.m. in California. So that would
That's
be
why we're getting to
7:30.
7:30.
Oh, you're gonna make me do math on the show?
Who thought Michigan would lose? I never thought Michigan would lose. That final was 51-45.
Speaking of Michigan, they're talking Jim Harbaugh back in the NFL again. And
I'd love to see him back in the NFL. Oh, I'd love to see.
Who would you like to see him coaching for?
It would be nice if he went to the Jets. Give them, maybe it'd be nice if he went over there.
Well, what's your feeling about Salah, Donna? Do you still like him, or are you like?
I'm a little like, but like, I mean, I can't get on the bandwagon of like hating everybody. It's just like you don't really understand, or it's hard to understand, I should say. Where is the disconnect? Why can't we be a cohesive team? We had a better season than we've had in a while. I mean, when's the last time we were even this close to going to the playoffs?
Right.
So Salah's been the coach now for what is this? His third season, right? It was his third season. And it was Wilson's second, and I mean, I don't know. It's very disappointing. It's very sad.
Second? I thought it was Wilson's first. I thought it's Wilson's first season.
No, it wasn't. He was there last year. I named my car after him.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, I thought he was a rookie this year.
No, he played and he got injured. And he was out, and then he came back. He got injured at the end of last season. They came back late, and that's why Flacco was in. And then they had him coming in. He lost. They put in White. No, there's been no momentum for him. Like, really, I'm not even a fan of his. I tried to be a fan of his based on the fact that, they made us so many promises. And, it's like the stepdad that never shows up to the games. It's like, whatever. But basically, I have no idea who to be upset with, but I will say that if you listen to enough people and you watch enough games and you see how many they didn't use timeouts when they should have. They couldn't connect when they should have. LaFleur looks like, an idiot as far as I'm concerned. So many people were calling for his head like games ago. Why there was nobody like listening, I don't know. I don't know how that works and how difficult it might be to move or change a an offensive coordinator, but I don't understand a lot of it, to tell you the truth. Like, I love football. I watch it, but like a lot of the politics part of it is like so confusing to me. I just really don't get, I've never been a fan of another team except for obviously the Eagles, right? Because of our friendship, the podcast. I respect a lot of other teams, but when you are a fan of a certain team, you're not really looking around at other teams and what they're doing. It's kind of like, this is my family. I don't look at other families to see why they're doing well, why they're falling apart. Who the hell knows? So it's very difficult for me when I've been co-hosting a podcast since 2017 and your team is always out winning my team. People laugh at my team. And it's like, what is it that the Jets have or don't have that, like, it's literally like a jinx team? There's not even another team that I could think of. Okay, Washington, but even they've won games. Like,
well, look at Detroit. Detroit was the butt of jokes always for a very long time in the NFL. True. Now they turned their team around. Yeah. So yes, I do feel like it is a mindset. I really do. I feel like it's like a losing mentality. Like the Jets are like the bad news bears of the NFL.
Right. But you would think that if you get like a new coach in, right? Like Salah, and you get a whole new regime in, that when does the energy, we do a podcast about energy on Mondays, like when does the energy actually outwin change it? Like, how is it that there's not enough players that feel this sense of pride that we're like, we are going to change? Like, come on, guys, we're going to change the way the world looks at the Jets. We're going to change the way that the entire I don't know. It's just, I don't understand. It's like mind blowing to me. Like, are they that jinxed? Do we need to go sage MetLife Stadium on a Monday when they're there?
I think so. I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
Well, look at what the Mets had to do, Donna. The Mets, the Wilpons destroyed that team. Finally, they said, okay, they sell the Mets. Steve Cohen comes in and puts a lot of money in, and we start winning.
Yeah.
And I think that's problem. See, the Hess family still has the Jets. And if you look at the Jets, there really aren't any big money players on that team. Now, are they afraid of spending money? Is that the problem? Because if you're afraid of spending money, sell your team, make a profit to somebody who will come in and tell the fans, okay, I'm going to spend the money and I'm going to make your team better. And I think that's what the Jet problem is. I really think Hess should sell the team. And the only reason I'm saying is because, Donna, you're a Met fan. We saw it with the Mets. As soon as Wilpon was gone, our team completely turned around because he spent a lot of money. And I think that's what the Jet problem is.
You need a couple juggernauts on the team to like be spark plugs. You need some key players to really make everyone believe, okay, we can do this. And you don't, like you said, you had Darrelle Revis. You had a couple people that were like excellent players, but no spark plug of like someone who fires everybody.
Right. Like Sauce Gardner is like really like a lot of fun. And he's a spark plug if you want to say spark plug, but it's like you need more than one. It's like when a light bulb goes out on the entire set.
Right.
We need a team that's not going to entirely implode when one light bulb goes out. And that's the problem. We're like working like in an old school mentality. It's ridiculous. It's getting to the point where we're definitely have to do our fortune cookie time. So we are week 18. So we have next week, correct? We're going to find out
isn't that the playoffs start next week?
Yes, the playoffs start next week. And I cannot believe that this is where we are in our season. It's insane to me.
It is flown by.
Fast this year. Well, you know what helped? You know what helped? We had 3 winning teams for the longest time. All 3 of our teams were winning. And then we came all the way down to the wire. And, and
then the Jets they were like this.
Hold that pillow down. Yeah. Wait a minute, ladies. Do you know who's still in the playoffs? And I want to say something. This person.
No.
Wait a minute. Don't guess. I want to tell you something. This person has been in more playoffs than any other team.
Buccaneers are still in it.
NBA, NHL. Say it, Daria. Who is it? No,
Tom
not
Brady.
the
Buccaneers,
Buccaneers.
21 years. He's
Tom Brady.
21 years. Tom Brady. And it's 21 years. And are they 8-8 yet?
Yes, they are.
They became 8. He was going to the playoffs with a 6-8 record.
Yeah, it's insane. But that man is a winner.
Crazy.
Winners win.
He's the GOAT.
Winners win. He is the GOAT. He figures out a way.
And he knows how to
finds
and
a
that's
way.
what the Jets need. They need somebody who knows how to win.
Hey,
And-
Joe Namath is available.
I will say this though. I don't think that we should take Tom Brady. I don't.
I don't think he's leaving anyway. He's not.
He's not leaving anyway.
He's not going anywhere. It's just speculation. Sometimes on those sports talk shows, they just bring up crap that's like never going to happen.
No, I know, but I'm
There's
just
nothing
saying
to
like,
talk about.
that just,
Yeah, they're not going to have Tom Brady. But
go home, Tom.
Go
You
home, Tom, you won enough.
exactly. Leave something for somebody else. Here we go. It's fortune cookie time. It's fortune cookie time. It's fortune cookie time. It's fortune cookie time. Get him, Donna. Get him. Get him.
All right, let's see. There's only 2 left in this box. Okay, that means that we only have 2 fortune cookies times until we get replenished, and it could happen. All right.
PTV, if you're listening,
Pete.
he's our fortune cookie dealer. Go ahead. Here we go.
Our fortune cookie dealer. Ay, Dios mío. All right. Here we go.
Oh, look at those sparkly New Year's
Oh,
nails.
fancy nails.
Thank you.
Woo!
All right. Here we go. Let's see what it says. Pleasures await you by the seashore.
With
Girls Gone Green.
So
where are we going, kids? Where are we going?
Which team is closest to the seashore that's going out for this? Let's think about it. Would it be the
Chargers? Let's see. Tom Brady, and Tampa Bay Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers, LA Chargers,
and the Dolphins, who are
and
still
the Dolphins, and San Francisco.
San Francisco.
So
Yeah.
we're playing the Dolphins, and I can tell you right now, we beat them. I was at the game when we won. It was an incredible game to be at, and I don't know if it's going to happen again, but we'll see what happens.
Guess who's still in the playoff running too, which I cannot believe. Aaron Rodgers and the
Of course
Packers.
he is.
That's good. Did you watch that Packer game? He was unbelievable.
They crushed the Vikings, which is exciting.
It's like the Vikings the week before crushed us, and the following week, Aaron Rodgers comes along and crushes them.
Yes.
I don't get how they're still in the playoffs because it's like 1 week they score 3, 1 week they score 40, 1 week they score 3. That's crazy.
It is crazy. And yes, Dr. Nieves.
I want to see that 80 for Brady.
We should all go see that because Jane Fonda's in it. Lily Tomlin's in it.
Rita Moreno.
I thought he was making a joke.
And Sally Field.
Sally Field. So it's a bunch of old ladies who are in love with Tom Brady and they follow him around and like go to his games, wear his jersey, and like try to.
And they end up at the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, we need to see that.
We need to see that.
Need to see that. We got a lot of stuff happening, ladies and girls gone green. But we want to say to all of you, first of all, again, one more time, send all your prayers. Please say a prayer tonight
Yes.
for tomorrow. Please
Absolutely.
in your heart and in your mind and send that energy because it really does help. And we thank you so much for watching every week. We have such a great group of dedicated fans, the Green Beaners. We love you guys so much. And we know that you're going to send your prayers and energy to Mars' way. And we're going to hear good news about him. We are definitely going to hear
Definitely want to hear good news about him. We want to say thank you to anybody. Like, I don't know, I'm not thanking anybody like I had anything to do with it, but you know me, I love fundraising. I think that it's amazing that he wanted to raise money to get, toys for kids. And now I think that somebody posted earlier, it is up to over $6 million.
That's great. That's so nice.
That's insane. That speaks volumes for how many people back him up. I'm going to find the number while you guys are saying your last little.
Well, last thing, Daria, before we go, let's hear the score of Sunday's game when you play the EAGLES Eagles.
Look at that.
You know what? I don't even know because I don't know who's playing. You don't know who's playing?
I don't know who's playing.
You know what? Let's just say we're going to make it close. We're going to do like a 17-14 game.
You know what? That's so
Giants.
funny that you say that. 17-14 Giants. I said 23-24 Eagles. I think it's going to be
just
a seesaw. I think it's going to be score.
it's going to go like this all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting. Donna,
Yeah.
let's hear your score for you. Jets. Jets.
I unfortunately think the Dolphins are going to win this week, and I think it's going to be 9-21, us 9, because all we seem to be doing correctly is kicking field goals.
All right.
I don't know who this is. Triple M.
I know Triple M Treats. Oh my God. What's up, Triple M Treats? Oh my God. He makes the most amazing chocolates. They are unbelievable. He's got you guys have to check out Triple M Treats. These chocolates are insane. He does chocolate bombs. He does
yum.
When I say chocolate, better than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, ladies.
Wow.
Triple M Treats. Drop your link in the comments. We'd love to check you out.
I hope you do a chocolate football for Girls Gone Green.
Ooh, a nice chocolate football shaped cocoa bomb.
Ooh.
Chocolate bomb on you, baby.
We chocolate bomb on you. Chocolate bomb. All right, ladies. Well, listen.
We'd like to sing that commercial for you.
Yeah, we'd love to do your commercial. Triple M Treats.
Girls Gone Green chocolate bomb. And then we're going to do some that will have a little schnapps in them or something.
Yeah, a little liqueur in there.
Little Baileys
in your chocolate.
Baileys and chocolate.
Little rum chata inside of your chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 25-10.
Rum chata.
15-point line push. Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Scuba Ray, keep us posted from the game. I know you'll be there.
Yes,
Send
awesome.
us some videos of what's happening.
And have fun, be safe. Everyone, stay safe, stay healthy. And
did you just do a little Lawrence Welk right there? Did you just say everyone?
Everyone,
I would like to tell you,
everyone, darling, just that's everyone. I'm like Josh Huckabee.
Your last name is finally paying off. That was a accent commensurate with your last name. I like that.
My name is Donna and I'm Josh Huckabee's friend.
All right, ladies. Well, I want to say something. I'm Tracy.
I'm Donna.
I'm Daria.
And we are Girls Gone Green. Coming to you live from the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Girls Gone Green. Sending love and healing mojo. Go. Because we're
Girls Gone Green.
Don't forget to tune in next week when all three of us will be in the studio live together.
Hey!
Yeah, don't wait for the surprises. We got to just tell you, show up next week.
Show up next week. You will be thrilled that you did.
Exactly.
Happy New Year, everybody. Love you. I'm Tracy.
I'm Donna.
And we are Girls Gone Green. Coming to you live from the studio. Girls Gone Green. It's football season. Let's go. Because it's Girls Gone Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. It's going to be such a great show.
I can't wait. It's always a great show with Girls Gone Green.
Stick around. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe on YouTube.